I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been.
All of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him.
About what new businesses we talking about?
Getting money, daily deposit.
In this life, I gotta get rich, I can't be broke.
I'm the best ever. There's no one that can match me.
I'm gonna show you how great I am.
What does it mean to be the greatest? Is it all the money, the status, the cars, and the clothes? Does all that really truly matter?
How do you define success?
My definition of success is across the board. If you're not ripped, if you're not rich, if you ain't rare, if you don't stand out, if you ain't across the board successful, it doesn't mean shit to me.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You know what I think? I think what we define as being great, it all depends on the individual and what you see yourself as. Either you focus on your gift, your talent, or something that you are striving for and you're working towards, that to the best of your ability. Some of us, through the pain of rejection, focus on being great, through success to get revenge on people that done you wrong. But all that is just to be seen, just to be heard, and just to be seen by many and acknowledged by many, just to receive gratification. But is it really worth it? Is it really worth to be on that mountaintop just to get there? And we finally get all the glory. And then once we do, we end up still being unhappy to find out it's not really what it is. Speaking for me, I can say in my testimony that I was one of those people that was so hungry just to be seen and be known, just to be great, especially with my own ambition. I always say nothing wrong with it, but is ambition really okay? Is ambition really good? I think ambition is truly selfish. And I'm not condoning being lazy. God does not want lazy sluggards, because faith isn't passive. Faith is being active. But the problem is being over obsessive with being great, or being over obsessive with your dream, being over obsessive with your goal, because now you're just trapping yourself in a prison and there's no way to get out, because you're going to think, if I don't make it, I lose everything. I amount to nothing. I am nothing. But God says otherwise. God says you're more than that. And here's the problem. When we enter that phase, we don't slow down. We don't ever take time to correct ourselves and just slow down. We need time to breathe. Like, is what did Jesus say? That the crows neither reap nor sow. That even the animals, they don't worry. God always provide food for the animals. God provides every need. But even if God provides for my needs, I selfishly desire more through my own bitterness and unhappiness. And I'm not saying I'm completely bitter, no, but every human has that to a certain degree. God has callings in our lives, but we're here to worship the Creator, not the gifts that He given us, not the callings, not the dream. We're not here to make idols of our purpose. We're here to worship the one that gave us our purpose in the first place. The true meaning of life, the true value of life, is all the little things along the way. You spending time with your family, you spending time with friends, you spending time with loved ones, cherishing those moments, those small little details that create big memories, that makes you grow into a better person.
Look at this stuff. This is history here. You're history.
This is garbage. I can say, hey, I bled for garbage.
So this is meaningless.
No, at one time it meant a lot. When you're just a young kid, this is everything to you. But then you realize your priorities change. And you just want your children to be happy and do nice things, and that makes you happy. This is nothing. This is just nothing, man.
Man, me thinking about it now, it's like, now I was thinking about my goals and my dreams, and I'm just thinking about, like, what am I really doing this all for? After I came into Christ, like, I'm trying so hard to glorify Christ through my dreams and my goals, but at the end of the day, I'm just glorifying myself so I can be seen or I can be known, instead of using my talents and my skills to help people and help glorify God and help build God's kingdom. I think that's what truly matters at the end of the day. I know that's what truly matters at the end of the day. Let me rephrase that. Even among believers, what Jesus said when they were arguing amongst themselves about who is the greatest, it's not going to be the pastor. It's not going to be all these celebrities or all these Christian stars. It's not going to be none of that. It's not going to be the one that's always seen and known at church. It's going to be the one that's the lowest of the low, the one that's still faithful to God and still loves God, worship God with their whole heart, love God with both their mind, body, and soul, all of it, and still serves out of humility, being humble. The same way that Christ came to earth who is God and died for our sins and served us, is the same how we're called to be. That's the true measure of greatness. It isn't all the flashy cars. It isn't all the money, the clothes. It's not your dream. It's not your hustle. Because God can take that and give you something better. You're probably thinking that this is what you really want, but you probably don't know what you want until you get there. And when you get there to what you're trying to get at, you're unhappy because you're so focused on the destination that you don't even love the journey. You fell out of the journey. God is trying to build your character throughout the journey. God's trying to humble you throughout the journey. God's trying to make you to the person that he designed you to be throughout the journey. God's trying to let you be a servant to those that need help throughout the journey. God's trying to use you as a leader. God's trying to use you to heal people. God's trying to use you as an example, as a vessel. And through that is through you being humble, because all these people that are just stars and they're social media influencers, they're streamers, they're artists, they're celebrities, bro. All these people think about themselves like they glorify themselves. They're not trying to help people like that. And when they help people, it's always televised. It's always televised. I got no problems with Mr. Beast. I'm glad that Mr. Beast built like a couple 100,000 homes or whatever in Jamaica, because I'm Jamaican, right? But like, you don't even gotta televise that. You don't gotta televise what you're doing. I get that that's his content, but that's just an example of how people show their good works. People show their good works expecting good works in return, but all your good works are just dirty rags. Humble yourself, man. This includes me too. I'm not an exemption. I'm not here to criticize no one like that, but I'm just here this video is meant to help out people because I care. I care out of concern. At the end of the day, man, you don't want to be alone, because I seen a man that I know that came from nothing, and he's a man that I respect to his day because he told me his story. He came from nothing. He was poor. His mother threw them in a river, and he grew up experiencing abuse in Jamaica, and he came hard from nothing. And then not only that, he wanted a better life for himself, which he did. He worked hard in a certain field. God gave him a talent, and he worked hard at that talent and kept growing, but he kept chasing glory after glory after glory after glory, and it ended up being his downfall because once you get to the top, first of all, not everyone around you congratulating you is truly for you. They're really snakes, and they're only after what you have or just to ruin you. Second, by that in and of itself, if you're not clouded with your own pride, your own ego, and your own selfishness, I hope you don't let the good ones go away out of your life. Because having good people in your life right now, nowadays, it's hard to find. And people are not going to, especially good people, are not going to stick around in your life if you're just full of ego, pride, and selfishness. Because all those comes with a lack of accountability. Because you think that you made it here, and this is the thing, you think that you made it. You're giving no glory to God, that it's in his will for you to be there. It's in his will. Whenever I think about greatness now, I think about what Jesus did for us. And he came here lovingly trying to correct the Pharisees and all the people that didn't believe in him. He performed miracles. He healed people. And still, while God was in the flesh on earth, God was on earth. The Son of God was on earth. Christ was on earth. And they still denied him because they kept saying he was the Son of God, despite his miracles. And still, when he died, he said, "Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they do." And he knew he was going to die. And he didn't want to. He said, "Take this cup from me," but he still understood the mission. Let your will be done, not mine. I just want to make this video to truly self-reflect on, do you think that your dreams and your goals are really worth it? Do you think that you reaching to this mountaintop is really going to help you be where you want to be, fulfilling yourself in life? Do you think that's going to be the pinnacle of happiness?
Everybody's singing your praises. You're famous. Everywhere you go, they want to take pictures. Man, what does that feel like? I asked her. She said to me, "Bro, this mountaintop up here," she said, "it's false. It's a mirage. It's painful up there. Everybody trying to get up there. Hear her voice from the mountaintop saying, don't spend your whole life doing vain things and compromising your morals to get to that mountaintop." She said, "It's not worth it." She said for her, the more God increases her platform, the more she wants to go down in humility. She said that to me. She said, because bro, I am afraid of how God treats people who are prideful and arrogant.
Because everyone's trying to chase happiness. And that's so fleeting because happiness come and go. Happiness comes and go. But God is forever lasting. He's always there. So, yeah. You guys have a good one. Like and subscribe. Peace out.